Good morning, my dear children. Hope you have understood what addition is and how to do addition of 4-digit number without regrouping. I hope you have also finished your work in your maths notebook neatly and clearly. So children, today we will be starting with properties of addition and addition with regrouping. Okay children, I hope it is clear to everybody. Today you will be learning about properties of addition and addition with regrouping. Alright, so shall we start? So children, as I have told you in the beginning that today you will be learning about properties of addition. So children, where do we use these properties? We use properties of addition to help us in solving addition problems. Fine, you will be learning two properties of addition today. The first property of addition is the identity property of addition and second is commutative property of addition. Okay children, how many properties you will be learning today? You will be learning two properties and you already know about these properties, but today I am telling you the name of these properties also, which you use during solving any of the addition problems. Okay. So children, now children, the first property is the identity property of addition. Now you must be thinking, why ma'am is teaching us properties when we are learning addition? And addition is so simple, to combine numbers, to find the total or to find the sum. But today ma'am is teaching us properties. What are these properties all about? So children, the first property is the identity property of addition. And you know what this property says? This property says when you add a number, when you add a number with 0, or I can say sum of every number and 0 is the same number, or I can say any number plus 0 is the same number. Now again you must be thinking that what is ma'am saying sum of every number plus 0 is the same number? So let us take an example. You can see in this given slide I have taken an example and I have written 7 plus 0 is equal to 7. Okay, suppose Neil has 7 toffees. How many toffees Neil has? 7. And her mother gave him 0 more toffees. Now what is 0? Neil must be thinking, Are 0 is nothing, isn't it? So how many toffees Neil is having still? He's having 7 only. Okay, so whenever a number is added with 0, or we can say any number plus 0 is the same number. Clear children? Okay. Now, second property, the commutative property of addition. Now, what is commutative property of addition? Now you know. Suppose we give you an addition statement. 2 plus 3. It is an addition statement, isn't it? Now 2 plus 3, or if I write 3 plus 2, what will be the answer or what will be the sum? 2 plus 3 is 5 and 3 plus 2 is 5. Now you must be thinking, why ma'am is asking us to change the order of numbers? So this property in which you change the order of addends is known as commutative property, but the order doesn't affect the answer. Okay children, now let us read what I have written on the given slide. Changing the order of the addends does not change the sum, and moving the addends around does not change the sum. So I have taken an example. 13 plus 11 is equal to 11 plus 13. So, in the first addition statement, I wrote 13 first and in the second addition statement I wrote 11 first. So, is it making any change in the sum? No. 13 plus 11 is 24 and 11 plus 13 is also 24. So, this is known as the commutative property of addition. You can place the numbers or addends in any order while adding an addition statement. Clear, children? And I repeat, identity property says the sum of every number and 0 is always the same number. Clear to all my dear children? So these are the two properties which you have learned today, and it will be helping you in solving addition problems. Clear, children? Okay. So my dear children, I hope properties are clear to all my dear children. Now let us start with addition with regrouping. Before starting with addition with regrouping, children, let us understand what is regrouping. Children, during the process of addition, when the sum of the digits being added, suppose let us take 25 plus 5. Fine. So 25 plus 5, you will be placing 5 under one's place, isn't it? And first work is to add the numbers which lies under one's place. So 5 plus 5 gives you 10, isn't it? So 0 you will write here and 1 will be carry over to the next place, that is 10's place, which will give you 3, 2 plus 1, and the sum is 30, isn't it? So during the process of addition, when the sum of digits being added is 10, when you add two numbers and the sum is 10 or more than 10, there is always a carryover involved. And when there is a carryover, in such cases, we perform addition with regrouping. Where carryover is required, there we perform addition with the regrouping. Clear? Understood? Okay. Children, it will be more clear to you if you see this example which I have taken on the given slide. See, I have taken adding a 4-digit number with a 2-digit number, and the example I have taken is 6127 and 54. Yesterday also I told you that your first step is to arrange the numbers according to their places in a place value chart. So today also I have drawn a place value chart and I have arranged the numbers respectively, isn't it? Now in step 2, what you will do after arranging the numbers? You will add the numbers which lies under one's place. So let us start adding the numbers which lies at one's place. So 7 plus 4 is equal to 11. Isn't it, my dear children? So 1 I will write under one's place and 1 will be carried forward to 10's place. Clear? Okay. Now our turn is to add the numbers at 10's place. So 1 plus 2 plus 5 is equal to 8. So 8 I will write under 10's place. Now after adding the numbers at 10's place, we will come to 100's place. So 1 will come as it is, as there is nothing to add with 1. Then we will come to 1000's place. 6 will also come as it is. So the answer is 6181. This is addition, where we have done addition with regrouping. As when we added 7 plus 4, we got 11, which is more than 10. So a carryover is required, isn't it? I hope this much is clear. Children, in previous video you have learned addition of 4-digit number with 2-digit number with regrouping. Now we will learn about addition of 4-digit number with a 4-digit number with regrouping. Now again I have taken an example, and the example is 6825 and 1655. So children, tell me, your first step is to arrange the numbers according to the place values. Fine. Now I have arranged the numbers. Now let us start adding the numbers which lies under ones place. So 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. And you know, when we add two numbers and if the sum is equal to 10 or it is greater than 10, so carryover is required. So we will write 0 under ones place and 1 will be carry forward to tens place. Now what we will do? Now we will add the tens place number. So 1 plus 2 plus 5 is equal to 8 and we will write 8 in tens place. Now you will come to hundreds place. Now what is under hundreds place? 8 plus 6 gives you 14. Oh, it is more than 10, isn't it? So we will write 4 here and 1 will be carried forward to the next place, that is thousands place. Clear this much? Now we will add the numbers which lies under thousands place. So 1 plus 6 plus 1 is equal to 8 and we will write 8 under thousands place. So we have got the answer and the answer is 8480 and this answer is also known as sum to an addition statement. Clear to all my dear children? So today you have learned how to add numbers with regrouping and also you have learned about the two important properties of addition. First is the identity property of addition. Second is the commutative property of addition. I hope you all have understood nicely. Okay children, so again and last I want to tell you that again I will be giving you an exercise my dear children, and how you have to do your exercise neatly and clearly in your notebook. And one more thing, understand and do. Okay children, don't do rote learning. Try to understand and then do your work. So I hope you all have understood. Bye bye and have a good day my dear children. Bye. Children, in previous video you have learned